On the day we unveil the top 25 players in World Junior Championship history, we asked TSN play-by-play man Gord Miller, as well as TSN Director of Scouting Craig Button, to come up with their top 5 teams of all time. Now, there was one stipulation. A team would have to be considered with an unblemished record, so no losses, no ties, otherwise we're not even looking at you. And here now, the top 5 in reverse order. Number 5. Team Sweden 2012 was perfect in extra time, winning twice by shootout and twice in overtime, including a golden goal triumph over Russia.
Puck died in front of the Swedish bench. Zibanejad in a row. Mikael Zibanejad scores! Mikael Zibanejad! Golden goal! Sweden wins the World Junior Hockey Championship.
Number 4. Team Canada 2015 placed 6 players in the top 10 in scoring. Among them, Sam Reinhart, Connor McDavid, and Max Domi. Along the way to outscoring the opposition 38-9 over 7 games. Number 3, Team USA 2004 beat all 4 superpower peers, beating Sweden and Russia in the preliminary round, Finland and Canada in the playoffs.
Final seconds, and the United States has won the World Junior Hockey Championship.
Number 2, Team USSR 1986 boasted a lineup that included the World Juniors' all-time winningest goalie, Evgeny Beloshakin. Number 1, Team Canada 2005 was the ultimate dream team in a tournament featuring all the best teenagers in the world because of the NHL lockout. Canada outscored the opposition by a whopping 34 goals over 6 games, including an exhibition of sheer dominance over Russia in the gold medal final.
The celebration begins. Canada is on top of the hockey world.
There you have it, Gord and Craig and their list of the top 5 teams in tournament history. And that 2005 Canada team began the golden age, if you will, as Canada won 5 golds in a row starting in 2005. All right, well, let's start with that 2005 Canada team, Gord, and what stood out the most to you about that group?
Well, you mentioned that kicked off a run of 5 consecutive gold medals for Canada, but it's easy to forget that Canada hadn't won a gold medal in 8 years of the World Junior Championship prior to that. But that team was stacked. The top line of Crosby, Bergeron, and Perry was dynamite. Dion Phaneuf on the back end was a force, along with Shea Weber. 7 of those Canadian players played for Canada in the Olympics just 5 years later, outscoring the opposition 41-7. They were never really threatened against one of the deepest World Junior talent pools we've seen because of the NHL lockout. They were just overly dominant.
A decade later, another Canada team was unstoppable. And Craig, you have more on that.
Yeah, that team was brilliant in 2015, and we've had great goals. We've had great winning goals and shootout goals and saves all through the tournament. But the seminal moment for me during that tournament, and maybe all tournaments, was the semifinal game, Canada versus Slovakia. Nick Petan scores his 3rd goal in that semifinal match, and his father comes down the aisle and throws his cap on the ice to signal the hat trick. It was a really, really special moment.
So we focus on the top 5 teams. All that's left to do now is the top 25 players in World Junior Championship history. Not an easy list to come up with, and these 2 were part of that, and the 12 voters that we enlisted to come up with that. So we're looking forward to counting down those 25 players tonight on TSN.